Well, good morning on day 29, I think today is. I don't get a whole lot of shots like this because I'm usually not up this time of the morning, but good morning and welcome to a little shot through the woods. You can see my blue tent right up there in the middle. Slept incredibly well last night, which is great because I slept like garbage the night before. We got a nice panorama. We're sort of up on a little ridgy looking thing here and got all kinds of things to see. The moon was out bright last night. You can still see it up there a little bit if I can get out of the trees. But we're going to have a 13-mile trip, mostly downhill today, into Hot Springs, North Carolina, and we're looking forward to it. So join us along, and thanks for coming with us. Well, good Sunday morning to you. It's day 29, I believe it is. Yeah, that works out. And I'm out on my own today. Cubic got up and got out early. Hawkeye followed him not far behind, and I don't know, I'm 10 or 15 minutes behind him. Just making sure I got everything together at the campsite and make sure I had water and didn't leave anything. Just kind of waiting on everybody else, but they're a little slower than me today, and that's fine. But we've got a 13-mile trek into Hot Springs today. So the trail today, I've got one up. I reached a peak at 2.4 miles. Just looked up the name of the place, and I've forgotten now the mountain, but there's a view up there, so I'll show that to you because the skies are blue and it's sunny today, and that's what the forecast calls for, is sunny weather today. So finally, I'll be able to get you another view, I hope, and I'll show you Hot Springs when we get there. We're going to zero there tomorrow and heal up, and I've got a list of things that I'm going to send home. I'm going to go through my pack and see what have I used, what have I not used. I'll do some looking up the trail and check weather forecasts and all that kind of jazz, and just sort of see, are there things in my bag that I can send. You know, I mentioned yesterday I was having some issues with pain in my hips because the hip belt was riding down on my hip bones, which it's supposed to do, but it's not supposed to cause pain. And I think it's just because I've got too much weight. I'll be more careful how I resupply this time and try to plan it out to where I'm going into town empty. And I'm pretty close to that. I ate a lot of food last night. I finally got hungry last night. I ate 2 ramens, half a summer sausage. I don't even know what all else. I snacked when I got to the site, so I had peanuts and combos. So trying to eat my food down to make my bag lighter, and then I have to really kind of pay attention to what I take out of town tomorrow when I get a resupply. But I'll check with you up the trail and let you know what we're seeing today. Well, while I had my phone out, I checked my app and everything, and we're supposed to climb Bluff Mountain today. I'm betting one of those is Bluff Mountain. I'm about to the bottom of my downhill, and then I've got about a mile to climb, maybe a mile and a half, maybe around 1,000 feet. It's going to be slow going, I bet, but hopefully it'll be gradual and I'll be able to step right up it. I had more breakfast than normal today. So hopefully that'll fuel me for that climb. And then once we get to the top of that, we're essentially trending downhill the rest of the day. There'll be ups and downs, but it'll be mostly down, headed to Hot Springs. So Bluff Mountain is our immediate target. And once we get that checked off the list, then we know our hiking should be somewhat easier. Well, pretty sure I'm coming up to the top of Bluff Mountain. I hear Hawkeye somewhere. He's eating, I'll bet, or resting. There he is. Yeah, I think we're going to have a view out that way. But 2.5 miles nearly in an hour. So good day today so far. This is the view off of one side of Bluff Mountain. Looking to the east. Unless the sun is backwards, but I think it's good. More big rocks. See, I told you I would show you some pictures of some other big rocks. I'm gonna walk right over here and see if there's a better view. I think there might be. This is be a good place to camp, except there's no water. Oh yeah, look at the clouds settle down into the mountains right over here. Isn't that neat? Beautiful views today up here. It's been a long time coming that we've had views. I hope they'll continue for the rest of the day. I think this is the top of our big climb. So theoretically, everything should trend downward from here on, and we should make good time into Hot Springs. Well, just a little further down, and you can see the clouds hovering over these mountains right over here. Gorgeous views today. Well, still kind of wandering along in the woods. Oddly enough, good route. I'm listening to A Walk in the Woods by Bill Bryson. Interesting book. A lot of you have commented that I've tried to put some history in here and like that. And I'll try to keep doing it. I've got to do some more research when I get to Wi-Fi, but it's a lot better book than the movie is. And he's got a lot of AT history in there too. So if you're interested, A Walk in the Woods by Bill Bryson is one that I would recommend. It's one of the first trail books that I read. Not the best so far as, day-to-day hiking and that sort of thing, but it's a good book nonetheless. So we are generally trending downhill, kind of steep in some places, not so bad in others, but we're making good time heading towards town. Seems like we always walk fast heading towards town, but I did have a little bit of extra breakfast this morning because I didn't have to worry about saving anything for tomorrow. Had an extra cup of coffee, again, because I'm sick of the stuff that I was carrying, which was nasty. Well, not nasty, but not really coffee either. So that's empty. I'll have to resupply coffee somehow. And anyway, I didn't feel guilty at all about eating from my food bag last night or this morning, knowing that we only had about a 13-mile jump into town and cheeseburgers and steaks probably within. So continuing on up the trail, and we'll keep you posted. All right, so what a treat. We've met some guys that are hiking over to Standing Bear northbound or southbound today, and some of them have watched our videos. So guys, thank y'all so very much.
Hey,
they're from Ohio, and where did you say? South Carolina. Okay, so
yeah.
Anyway, it's been good to chat with them some, and it's always an honor. It's so humbling, honestly, that people have actually been watching our videos.
Yeah. We appreciate you putting them on.
Well, I appreciate it so much. Thank you guys for letting me film you.
Make it so easy.
Oh, I don't know about all that, but
Nothing about, cat holes or anything like
that. Yeah, but only 2 so far. Only 2. Knock wood. I've been taking the preemptory strike at the shelters when I can.
There you go. Yeah.
Guys, thank y'all for watching, and I hope y'all have a safe hike.
You guys as well.
Absolutely. Thank you. Well, here's a little spring that we're crossing today. Not the easiest cross. I mean, it's only a couple of steps, but had to figure out where to put my feet. But if you needed water, this is the place. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to turn and go ahead on down the trail if I can do it without stepping in the creek. There we go. So it was, I have to say, truly humbling to have met those guys from 2 different states. They've obviously lived all over the place because their hats were all university caps. One of them was Gamecocks. One of them was, I don't remember now, but all over. And, humbling to have met some folks that have actually seen some of my videos, and that was really nice. And I appreciate you as well. I mean, I never expected to have more than just close family and friends watching, and I'm pretty confident that there's more than that out there, and I thank you for it. I hope I'm entertaining you and making you laugh occasionally. So that's my goal, is to show you what we're experiencing, and to tell you a little about the trail, and kind of give you some insight as to what goes on in the brain of a thru hiker, even a warped one like myself. So hopefully you'll keep watching. I really appreciate it so much, and it's so very humbling. But I seems like maybe I'm putting out something that's worth something to somebody, so that makes it all the more easy to sit down in a cold shelter at night and pull out the iPad and think, oh, well, this is about 2.5 pounds here, but it's so easy to edit on this, so much easier than a phone. So anyway, thank you again for watching. We'll see you at the trail a little bit. I'm going to check in about 3 minutes and see how far I've come from the top of Bluff Mountain. I figure we probably have done 3 or 3.5 miles in an hour. I set a timer sometimes for an hour just to sort of see how my pace is going. And that gives me some idea as to when I'm coming into town. But I had already figured today, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, probably around 2 or 2:30 getting into town. But we may get there. Oh, I'm going to keep going. May get there a little bit earlier because we're going downhill and the trail's been pretty easy to negotiate. All right, so this is the reason I kept things going right here. We'll follow this upstream a little bit. Get a little closer. Yeah, as I said somewhere before, I can't walk out the back door and see this every day at the house. So this is truly a blessing right here, to be able to walk past these things on a regular basis 2 or 3 times a day sometimes here in the South. And all the moss and the green and the water and the trickle, absolutely majestic beauty. Again, thanks for watching. I'll check in with you shortly up the trail. Well, came across this and had to show you. You may recognize this. Definitely a new fall, and also most definitely newly cleared by the people that maintain the trail. So thank you, huge thank you to all the people along the AT that maintain the trail and keep stuff like this out of our way. And they also take the time to do interesting things like this. So thanks to all the trail maintainers. I know that we're out ahead of a lot of them, but I know that as we go up the trail will be better because of them. So thank you guys for all the work that you do. It's a completely volunteer effort to maintain this trail. The Appalachian Trail Conservancy helps to do a lot of things out here, but most of the day-to-day maintenance, if not all, is done by volunteers. And we certainly appreciate those folks. That's something that has been on my list of things to do, is to get joined up with a trail maintaining club out of Damascus or Asheville or somewhere. And probably I'll do that in the next year or so. Come out and do some grunt work here to make things easier. In the meantime, when we come across little things that are blocking the trail that are just little trip hazards, we'll flick them off or take a minute and take our poles off and pick up some of the bigger branches and drag them off to the side. There's been a lot of new fall on the trail this year, just again because we're out ahead of the maintainers. So we've been trying to make it easier to traverse for those people that are behind us. Well, it's 11:20 now. I did not see that last mile on the map, but it was a steady, if not steep in some places, uphill. But I feel like if it was anything more than that, we'd probably have noticed it. I think we're maybe on our downhill descent now into Hot Springs. We'll see. Right now I'm going a flat walk on the inside of a ridgeline, which suits me just fine. I had sort of figured on making it there by 1 o'clock was my modified estimate. I don't know whether we'll do that or not. I wasn't planning on that uphill because we did that 1 mile with a 3 mile an hour pace or better. But maybe we'll pick up the pace going down here if it's not too rooty and rocky. We'll see what happens, and I'll keep you posted. Well, this is the view to the east of the trail. Today, it's about lunchtime. Toying with the idea of eating, but also thinking cheeseburger. So I'm not really sure. We're still meandering our way towards Hot Springs and looking forward to taking the load off for a day or so. But I thought I would check in a little bit and let you know that last up is behind us. I think we still have a little bit of a climb, probably just along a ridge and some switchbacks. And then we descend sharply into town if my memory of the map serves. So anyway, we're moving forward, having a great day. Glad I was able to get my clothes dry, my shorts and my t-shirt, because it would have been absolutely miserable out here in long sleeve pants or long pants and long sleeve shirt today in my capelline, because it's kind of a warm weather kind of a deal. It's been a nice hike today so far. Hopefully the rest will be so as well. Well, we're about to the top of this last little bump of a climb. Got a view off to the west or to the east. Thought I'd share it. I have a feeling somebody has camped here before, but we're gonna press on. Cheeseburgers await. That's been my mantra today. Cheeseburger. This is something new. Coming down along this stretch here, we've got lots of lichen covered boulders just sprinkling the side of the trail as far as you can see up here, up on this hill to the left and such as that. So something different and new to see today. Hold the camera still so you actually can see. But beautiful nonetheless. Beautiful day of hiking, as you can tell. Less than 2 miles from the bottom and still thinking cheeseburger. Alrighty, first sights of civilization here. We are coming in from the top of Hot Springs, and don't know what all that is down there, but definitely see buildings and hear cars. I think I'm still a mile away from it, but I can see that we're getting there soon enough. Well, more foreshadowing. Still looking down on the town of Hot Springs. There's a school in front of us, elementary, I'm guessing, and still think we have to kind of go along out here and loop back and come around too, but we're getting closer to cheeseburger with every step. I guess that's Main Street right there, I think. Don't see the river, but I bet it's, yeah, I think it's out there about where that big white building is out there right in the middle. Maybe, I don't know. French Broad River comes through here, but not nearly as far to go as we have had, and eager to plow on down. Well, I am in my last few hundred yards of trail for the day, and if I'm not mistaken, right there, that building is Laughing Heart Hostel. Pretty sure I'm right on that, but we'll see here shortly. Yeah, I see Hawkeye on the porch. So, 13 miles by, what time is it? 1:30, 1:20. So, awesome hike today. We're gonna head on down here and chill for a little bit, get a shower, get a bunk, get some food, and I'll check in with you when we get into town here a little bit. I tell it again.
All I can say is I saw an opportunity and I took it. I got the Hawaiian shorts, Hawaiian shirt, khaki shorts, Crocs. I'm very proud of myself.
You are hauling it. You're styling.
Oh, yeah.
And he's had a shower.
Yeah.
Laughing Heart Hostel.
Yeah, that is Loretta Lynn's son.
She didn't like
We got Cubit and Hawkeye out there playing frisbee out there in the yard. Well, we made it to Laughing Heart about 1:30. We're still getting bathed and showered and getting settled and regrouping. I'm going to do some tomahawk throwing over here just in a little bit. We got the plastic tomahawks. That's pretty cool. And we'll go get that cheeseburger after a while. But anyway, it's been a great day. We had a beautiful day of hiking. The weather was phenomenal. We met up with our friends here. Everybody's in now, and could not have asked for a better day. We're going to get some food and maybe check in with you later, but maybe we'll wait and see what the town looks like tomorrow. So thanks for joining us. If this is the last video of the day, and we'll talk to you as soon as we can. All right, here's the moment of truth. Let's see what we got. Let's turn it back on. And survey says 191, so I have lost 20 pounds already, and we're, what, 260 miles in?
Yep, thereabouts.
Time to start adding some olive oil to the diet so that I got some extra calories at night.
I'm storytelling.
You're storytelling.
I'm storytelling. Okay, so this is the squishy rock of ramen that burned so badly when we tried to cook it on the trail. It like cooked cigarettes, quite literally.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if there's a better way to describe it.
All right, let's zoom in on the ramen here.
And
oh yeah, that looks disgusting.
we genuinely contemplated digging a hole, but we packed it out. So I
Stories live from the trail. You can't beat reality.
Yeah.